Nicola Sturgeon's bid to stop Brexit has cost her a second vote on Scottish independence, a prominent Scottish nationalist claimed. The Scottish First Minister has pushed hard for a second independence vote since the UK voted to leave the EU in 2016. Throughout the Brexit process, Ms. Sturgeon has campaigned to stop Brexit while advocating for a people's vote. The SNP want to secure a second referendum, and then take an independent Scotland into the EU. However, Prime Minister Boris Johnson rejected Ms. Sturgeon's calls for Indy Ref 2 after the 2019 general election. This caused prominent pro-independence blogger, Wings Over Scotland, to turn on the Scottish First Minister. The site announced at the time it would stop posting until Ms. Sturgeon was gone in an article titled The Betrayer. Stuart Campbell, who launched the site in 2011, said the SNP leader had spent too much time trying to stop Brexit, while making no progress in her pursuit of independence. He said, "The party whose primary, sole reason for existence is achieving independence for Scotland has taken those 6 resounding mandates in half a decade and delivered absolutely nothing with them. For all those millions of votes, Scotland is not 1 inch closer to its independence now than it was on November 19, 2014. But that's not to say things have stayed the same. Scotland's situation has become far worse. As of next week, it will have been wrenched out of the European Union against its people's clearly stated wishes, as expressed by a 24-point margin in 2016. The SNP sought to save Scotland from that fate not by winning Scots the right to make the decision for themselves via independence, but by instead focusing for 3.5 years on overturning the clear democratic choice of England and Wales. A strategy both morally questionable and which never had a credible hope of success. He added, the Scottish government sat on its hands and did nothing but accumulate a pile of worthless mandates while the clock ticked down, and now Scotland stares into the abyss of another decade of destructive Tory rule. Polling last month by Panelbase shows 55% in favor of breaking with the Union, with 45% against, an exact reversal of the 2014 referendum result. But the sustained growth in support for independence will still not be enough on its own to secure a second referendum, public law expert Professor Aileen McHarg told Express.